The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Maricel Halili. Albay Governor Edsel Lagman wants test the training for Mayon evacuees. Speaking to 1PH sa totoo lang, Lagman noted that this is a way to prevent evacuees from feeling idle during their stay at evacuation sites. Aside from this, he also wants evacuees to learn new skills and new ways to make a living.
Palagay ko, yung pagkakaroon po ng mga TESDA training programs para wag po mabagot yung ating mga evacuees, mabigyan po sila ng bagong kaalaman, and livelihood programs. Ito po yung mga nire-request po namin more than the food pack.
Lagman is also looking to relocate those who live within Mayon's 6-kilometer permanent danger zone. He claims that Albay mayors are also keen on the idea. However, he said there are some humanitarian and social-cultural aspects to be considered, especially since most residents in the danger zone have been tilling land for generations.
Mas importante yata muna magkaroon tayo dito ng housing summit. Talagang yung mga mayors po natin talagang willing sa possibility na i-permanently resettle na yung mga tao po doon sa loob ng 6-kilometer danger zone kahit po wala tayong national law, as long as i-consider po natin yung mga humanitarian aspect.
The State Weather Bureau sees the onset of El Nino happening by the last week of June or the first week of July. In an interview with Radyo 5, Pag-asa officer in charge Dr. Esperanza Cayanan said that the declaration of the weather phenomenon follows certain parameters. This includes the average temperature of the central equatorial Pacific in the last 3 months.
Yun nga pong buwan ng Mayo ay 0.5 yung kanyang surface temperature anomaly, pero ngayong June tumataas siya, tumataas ng 0.7, patuloy na tumataas, pero it should be average for the past 3 months po bago po tayo magdeklara.
Cayanan also said that while the Philippines will experience fewer typhoons during El Nino, extreme weather disturbances can still hit the country, particularly in the months of October and November.
Posible pa rin po tayo na magkaroon ng bagyo na malakas at pwedeng tumawid or tumama sa kalupaan. Lalo na po yung buwan ng last quarter, mas na-enhance po yung ulan tuwing habagat season. Kaya nga po sinasabi natin na ngayong tag-ulan, pwede tayong mag-expect na mas maraming ulan, lalo na dito sa western sections ng ating bansa, bago natin maramdaman yung epekto ng El Nino.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Maricel Halili. The Finance Department is looking to put additional taxes on junk food to boost the national budget. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez has the story.
If the Department of Finance will have its way, prepackaged foods that do not have enough nutritional value should be taxed by 10 pesos for every 100 grams or 10 pesos per 100 milliliters. These includes confectionaries, snacks, desserts, and other treats that exceed fat, salt, and sugar content as specified by the Department of Health. The DOF also wants additional levy on sweetened beverages as much as 12 pesos per liter from 6 pesos per liter under the train law. The Marcos administration is looking at revenue of 76 billion pesos, and this is only in the first year of implementation of the measure. Aside from additional funds for the government, the imposition of new taxes is also aimed at curbing the citizenry's appetite for unhealthy food. The proposal is meant at cutting junk food consumption in the country by 21%. That could in turn prevent diseases and disorders from poor diet like diabetes, hypertension, stroke, and obesity.
Pag mas mataas kasi yung mga ganyang diseases, mas mataas din po ang requirement ng national government to care for the population. So I think it makes sense. You increase your revenue, and at the same time you help the population to be healthier.
For one economist, the DOF's proposal will have a huge impact on the country's tight fiscal situation.
Makakatulong yun kasi marami na utang yung ating bansa mula nung pandemya. Sobrang laki, no? May 6 trillion so far since 2020.
Social economic programs likewise stand to benefit from additional taxes from junk foods. However, the recipients of the fund could just be the same population that will bear the brunt of more expensive salty and sweet products. Many poor families rely on the cheaper salty food items like noodles for meals, while thousands of them also hawk salty and sweet snacks in the streets for livelihood. It is not yet clear when higher taxes for junk foods will kick in, but the government wants to get the measure going by way of legislation and implemented as soon as possible. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, we are One News.
Here's a quick look on other stories we're watching. The United Arab Emirates has pardoned 3 convicted Filipinos, 2 of whom were on death row. President Bongbong Marcos made a request to UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan to grant the prisoners humanitarian pardon. Monetary Board member Eli Remolona has been appointed as the next Bangko Sentral governor. Remolona will be replacing outgoing BSP Governor Felipe Medalla on July 3. One study revealed that Filipinos are the most sleepless people in Southeast Asia. Results showed that some 56% of Filipinos are having difficulty sleeping. Among the most common sleep problems are difficulty in falling asleep and irregular sleep and wake cycle. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 10:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor today's biggest stories. I'm Maricel Halili. We are One News.